gorgeous day to see patriots out en masse. Welcome to your house, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. I'll have to say, and Helen will have to concur, and so will Colleen, I think we have just about as many people now as we did at the end last year, which means the movement is growing. So let me officially welcome you, for those of you that are here for the first time, to your house. This belongs to you. The steps we are on are yours. I don't think it's a coincidence, and the father can correct me on this, but I don't think it's a coincidence that for 2 years in a row we have had perfect weather. I think that we are divinely protected, divinely motivated, and I think that God is blessing us today with this weather and with each other. And I'm honored to be here with you all. I was trying to find inspiration for what I wanted to say to you today, and I found it in a strange place. My brother, who's trying to become a comic book artist, believe it or not, gave me a gift last Christmas. It was a drawing of the United States of America with Captain America in front of it. So I hang it in my hallway. I looked up the other day and I saw it, and what he wrote underneath it actually fits for what it is we're all doing here today. He wrote, "Always defend who you are, where you're from, and what you love." Always defend who you are, where you're from, and what you love. If you break that down, that is what we are here doing today. Who are you? The left, the media will tell you you're a bunch of kooks. You're a bunch of extremists. You're racists. You don't like the president's skin color, so you congregate under Gadsden flags. They'll call you homophobes and teabaggers. Is that who you are? Is that who you are? That's not who you are. That's not who I am. We are the culmination of generations of Americans who have lived their lives in honor. We have lived our lives to pay our bills, to pay our taxes, to do what's right, to take care of ourselves and our families. That's who we are. Some of you have been called upon to defend this nation. You would be our veterans, the ultimate sacrifice givers. You are the very people that Ayn Rand called the men and women of creation. You're not fringe, you're not kooks. You're the American lifeblood. Always defend who you are. Without people like you, there would be no pensions. There would be no COLAs. There'd be no subsidized health care. There'd be no subsidized daycare. There'd be no freebies of any kind. Always defend who you are. The people who we elect to represent us have forgotten who you are. And we're here to remind them. I believe that you are the silent majority that has been silent for too long. Republicans and Democrats have taken our money, they've stolen it, they've given it to other people. They've taken our freedoms, they've encroached on our lives, and it's time for us to stand up and say, we've had enough. The founders wrote in our Declaration of Independence, "All experience hath shown that mankind is more disposed to suffer, while evils are sufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed." You have had enough of the evils. You have been suffering with them for long enough. In November, we will remind the people who work for us who we are. We are the boss. We are the citizens. We are people who have God-given rights that no one can take from us if we do not let them. Always defend where you're from. Abraham Lincoln said, "We come from a nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal." When you look at the special interests that populate this building behind me, the special deals, the backroom deals, it's become apparent to me, and I'm sure to you, that some of us are more equal than others. So luckily, we still live in a country where the common people, the bill payers, can come together like we are today to petition our government. And if they won't listen, we will replace our government. You live in the smallest state and the greatest nation on the face of the earth. You must defend it. You must expect and respect the values that this state and this nation were founded upon. The value of self-reliance, the value of family, of God, of country, the value of freedom. You must defend these. You must embody them in your own lives and expect them from the people who work for you. I want you to defend where you're from. We are American citizens. We are custodians of a legacy that was sent down from us, from men who pledged to each other their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor. And if you defend that legacy, you will defend where you are from. Let me ask you, what do you love? What does every red-blooded American love? His family, his home, his freedom, his God, the ability to say what he needs to say. We love the fact that if we work hard, we do the right things, we prepare for the future, act frugally, that we can enjoy the fruits of our successes. But for every tax that is levied, every fee that is increased, every last bailout that is approved, the fruits of our labors are under attack, and it's time to fight back. You see, the funny thing about you all is that the politicians who operate inside this building don't know what to do with you.
I know what to do with them.
They don't know what to do with you because you don't want anything. You don't want anything. You want to be left alone. You want what's rightfully yours. If you were here looking for a handout, you'd have 15 of them lined up to take this microphone from me, to pander to you, to promise you. But guess what? Where are they? I know they weren't invited here today, but they could just be milling around. Where are they? You're useless to them. And guess what? They're useless to you. We as Rhode Islanders love our traditions. We have the tradition of living in the same neighborhoods we grew up in. We love the tradition of raising our children in the same neighborhoods we grew up in. But that tradition is under attack. As Helen said, many of us have to leave. Many of us are trying to find a different place to live that's more prosperous. If we fight the poor decision-making that goes on inside this building down in Washington, we can defend what we love. We can defend the very thing that makes us who we are, and we can prepare the future for our loved ones to stay here with us. I just want to say, in closing, I believe that there are times in a people's history that will be looked upon by future generations as defining moments. Points where society takes a turn towards either prosperity or goes down the path to slow decline and eventual destruction. I believe that we are in that moment. And if you and I hold on to that moment, if we make it our own, if we battle back against the forces that are endangering our future, then we will have defended who we are, where we're from, and what we love. And when we do, the future will be secure for our children and our children's children, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the great American way. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Great, thanks, Patty.